Ravenswatch. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Fallen heroes of old folk tales and legends, you are on the verge of a crucial battle against a nightmare invading and corrupting your world. A roguelike action game from the creators of A Curse of the Dead Gods, playable solo or online co-op. Now I'm going to be quick on this one. I've only played it in single player. I haven't played co-op on this, but I would imagine co-op is way better than single player. Single player is alright, it's not too bad, but here's what you have to do in this game. You start off with one character unlocked. There's 6 in the early access, but only one map. I think that's a bit skimpy. I like skimpy generally, but not when it's games. As you play the game, you unlock new characters. I've unlocked 5 at the minute. And the more you play it, the more you unlock. But I think there's only 6 in the actual early access. And they all play completely different to each other. Now, the object of the game is this. You spawn in on the map, and after 4 days, there's day and night cycles, after 4 days, you are teleported to the boss, whether you're ready or not, and you have the boss fight. That's the end of Chapter 1. Now, as the game gets more and more content, you will get Chapter 2 and whatever. I don't know how long it is. I don't know how many chapters you get, how many bosses you get, or anything like that yet. We'll have to wait and see. But the way you play the game is, it's not an auto shooter. You run around, you control everything, you aim your shots, you choose which ability you've got. You can see the abilities stacked on the bottom. Each character has a completely different play style. For example, Little Red Riding Hood, she turns into a werewolf every night. You can't stop that. Once day's gone and night happens, you turn into a werewolf with a completely different skill set. She's one of my favourite characters, actually. She's really good. Herself as Little Red Riding Hood, you have bombs, you have knives, you have dashes and sprints. As the werewolf, you have leaps and stuns and claws, and you can dive on people and absolutely eat their face off. And each character as well has an ultimate ability that you can actually... In fact, I think they have 2 ultimate abilities. I haven't just unlocked them yet. Now, the map itself is procedurally generated, so each map that you get is going to be different. And on the map, there are a series of special events. Let's call them events on the map. There's chest events, there's health events, there's even the 3 Little Pigs event where you have to help build a wooden house that's going to get attacked by... There's a little pig... One of the little pigs has a wooden house. You've got to build that up and protect it against mobs. But each event will give you power. And there's also money to be had around the map. And the money can be cashed in for powers and abilities at the start where you actually started the game. So you've got 4 days to work your way around the map, kind of ignoring trash mobs and just going for the events. The events range from very easy things to really tough 6 or 7 minute events. That I kind of try to avoid. And then after 4 days, you are teleported, ready or not, to the boss. The boss on this first chapter is like a tentacle thing. You have to take out the tentacles, and it's pretty tough, dodging everything. Once you've took down all the tentacles, the boss is vulnerable. You go in, beat him up as much as you can, then his tentacles respawn, and you go back out after the tentacles. Pretty boring stuff, to be honest. I was quite disappointed with the boss fight. It did nothing for me at all. Not good. Not a good boss, to be honest. But the actual map and the events are quite fun. The combat's quite fun as well. Just getting your different abilities. And as you get more and more levels during the round that you're doing and more money, you get better abilities, new abilities, because you're leveling up. So you're becoming more and more powerful. But it's the events that give you the power and the money, and taking that money to the shop and buying more abilities, which gives you the power. You got about, I don't know how, well, the 4 nights is about, 15, 20 minutes to get yourself up to powerful enough to take out the boss. I haven't done it myself yet, but I've only played the game a few hours. And like I say, this is just like a quick look review. So I did enjoy the game. I just think that it's a little bit bare bones at the minute. I think co-op will be brilliant. I think if you have the means with friends who have this, I think it's definitely going to be worth a buy for you, even in the bare bones state that it's in now. But if you are only going to play this single player, I would say, hang on a minute. Let's see where this is going. Let's get more and more content into this. There's just not enough content, I feel, for actually the single player guy. With co-op, obviously, you're getting a lot more bang for your buck because you're playing with friends. You're having a little bit more fun. So it's probably worth a buy as co-op, but I would say as single player, just just wait a little bit. It's got huge potential. This could be a fantastic game. I just can't understand why we only get one map. That's a bit, guys. That's a bit. But there it is, guys. That's Ravenswatch. It's a good, fun game. Has a lot of potential. Certainly one to watch.